Isaiah Ryder is finally breaking his silence about the struggles that followed him throughout his career. From drug problems to run-ins with the law, he's opening up about everything that sent his life spiraling. So let's dive in and see what really went wrong. During his NBA career, and even more so after it ended, Isaiah Ryder found himself caught in a storm of personal troubles that just wouldn't go away. The headlines followed him everywhere. There were constant whispers and accusations about drug use, fights, and a string of off-court incidents that slowly chipped away at his once promising image. Things hit rock bottom in 2007. That year, Ryder was sentenced to 7 months in jail after pleading guilty to cocaine possession, running from the police, and battery. He ended up serving only about half of that time, but the damage was already done, both publicly and personally. It wasn't just about the jail time, it was about everything happening around it. At the time of his sentencing, Ryder's mother was in a coma. The emotional weight of that was crushing. And inside jail, reality hit hard. In an interview with Yahoo Sports, Ryder called it the lowest point of his life. There were no visitors, no one down for me, no letters. I had fake friends. They left me for dead, he said. The people who once praised him, cheered for him, or claimed to be close, suddenly they were nowhere to be found. But Ryder didn't let that be the end of his story. In 2012, he announced something personal and powerful. He was working on a documentary about his life titled My Testimony, Raw and Uncut. It was meant to be more than just a highlight reel or a cautionary tale. It was his truth, an unfiltered look at everything he'd been through, the choices he made, and the consequences that followed. Alongside that, Ryder began pouring his energy into something bigger than himself. He created the Sky Ryder Foundation, a charitable organization focused on helping kids, especially those whose families might be struggling financially. Ryder understood that not every kid had access to sports or after-school programs. There are fees for registration, uniforms, gear, and sometimes even just a decent pair of shoes. And for families on a tight budget, that can be enough to shut the door on a child's dream. I just want to help kids, Ryder said in an interview. With today's economy, some parents can't afford all that. But if a kid has a dream to be somebody, I want to help. It was a turning point, a new chapter. From the height of NBA fame to the depths of personal collapse, Ryder was slowly building himself back up. And this time, he wanted to be the one lifting others with him. Now you might assume that with all the drama and legal issues, Isaiah Ryder's career wasn't anything special. But that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, his time in the NBA was full of standout moments and serious talent. So let's dive in and take a closer look. When Isaiah Ryder entered the NBA, he wasn't just another rookie, he was a star in the making. Picked 5th overall by the Minnesota Timberwolves in the 1993 NBA draft, Ryder came into the league with sky-high expectations. And to his credit, he didn't disappoint, at least not at first. Right out of the gate, he made an impact. In his rookie season, Ryder averaged solid numbers and was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team. He had this raw athleticism and swagger that turned heads instantly. And when All-Star Weekend rolled around in 1994, he didn't just show up, he stole the spotlight. Ryder won the NBA Slam Dunk Contest that year with a now famous move he called the East Bay Funk Dunk. It was flashy, bold, and had his signature style written all over it. What made it even better? He had actually predicted he'd win the dunk contest all the way back on draft day. And then he went out and backed it up. But it wasn't just about dunks. Ryder had a real scoring touch. During his 3 years with Minnesota, he averaged 19 points per game. He had smooth shooting, a strong drive to the basket, and the confidence of a seasoned vet. One moment that really captured his unpredictable brilliance came during a game against the Sacramento Kings in December 1994. While trying to save a loose ball from going out of bounds, Ryder blindly threw it back over his shoulder, and somehow the ball went straight into the hoop for a miraculous three-pointer. The announcers lost their minds, calling it the play of the decade. That shot became part of Ryder's highlight reel for life. But for all the flashes of greatness, there were also red flags, ones that kept growing louder. As the seasons went on, his off-court behavior began to overshadow his talent. Despite his solid numbers, Ryder's relationship with Timberwolves management soured. Reports surfaced about him being insubordinate, clashing with team officials, and getting into trouble away from the court. One serious incident involved Ryder assaulting a female sports bar manager, which eventually led to a fifth-degree assault conviction. By 1996, Minnesota had had enough. They traded him to the Portland Trail Blazers in exchange for Bill Curley, James Robinson, and a conditional first-round pick. But even that transition wasn't clean. Just before the trade went through, Ryder was arrested for marijuana possession. And when police searched him, they found an illegal cell phone, rigged to charge calls to someone else's bill. He was later convicted for the marijuana and pled no contest to the phone charge. Just weeks later, he was arrested again, this time for gambling in public back in his hometown of Oakland. Despite all the noise, Ryder continued to show up on the court. During the 1997-98 season in Portland, he put up strong numbers, averaging nearly 20 points a game and leading the team in three-pointers made and attempted. He even had a standout game in February 1998, dropping 38 points against the Toronto Raptors while shooting 15 of 25 from the field. But the roller coaster didn't stop. The following season, 1998-99, Ryder's scoring dipped a bit. He averaged 13.9 points, but he was still leading the team in scoring multiple nights. After the season ended, he was traded once again, this time to the Atlanta Hawks in a deal that sent fan favorite Steve Smith to the Blazers. Hawks fans weren't thrilled about the trade, and neither was coach Lenny Wilkins, who tried to make the best of it by fitting Ryder into the system. At first, it seemed like the gamble might pay off. Ryder led the Hawks in scoring and put up decent numbers, but soon enough, the off-court issues caught up with him again, and this time, they exploded. Ryder got in trouble for allegedly smoking marijuana in an Orlando hotel room. The NBA ordered him to attend drug counseling. He refused. The league responded with a $200,000 fine until he finally agreed to get help. The Hawks had their own issues with him, suspending him several times and also fining him an additional $200,000 for repeated lateness and conduct violations. Even after being benched late in the season, Ryder continued showing up late to games and practices. Things reached a breaking point when he was threatened with a 3-game suspension for being tardy again. Instead of taking the suspension, Ryder demanded to be released, and the Hawks granted his request. Still, he wasn't done with basketball. In 2000, he signed with the Los Angeles Lakers, hoping to find some stability and perhaps a chance at a championship. He played in 67 games that season, averaging 7.6 points off the bench and leading the second unit in scoring. But again, discipline issues popped up. In March 2001, he was suspended 5 games for failing to comply with the league's anti-drug policy. When the playoffs came, the Lakers chose to leave him off the roster in favor of Tyronn Lue. Still, Ryder was part of the team and received a championship ring when the Lakers won the title that year. After his time in LA, Ryder got one last shot with the Denver Nuggets during the 2001-02 season. The team brought him in to boost their offense, but things didn't click. He played just 10 games before being waived in November 2001. Even then, Ryder refused to call it retirement. He insisted he still had the skills and could help a team if someone would give him a chance. By the time his career ended, Isaiah Ryder had played in 563 NBA games, starting 424 of them. He averaged 16.7 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 2.7 assists per game, logging nearly 32 minutes of floor time each night. He finished his career with over 9,400 points, solid numbers that spoke to just how talented he truly was, even if everything around him constantly pulled him off track. And that's a wrap for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Catch you soon. Take care.